Halloween Horror Nights has dropped 3 new original houses coming to the event this year. We got some Hollywood news with Star Trek and The Rock in his new movie, The Smashing Machine. Beetlejuice released a poster, and so much more on Throw Me Update.
Really?
Let's start with Halloween Horror Nights. This past Friday, we talked on Throw Me Weekly this last Sunday that they announced their first original house, which was Slaughter Cinema 2. Well, since then, over the weekend, as Rob said on the show, they dropped a 3 and then a 3 on Saturday and Sunday, symbolizing HHN 33, and they dropped a house for Monday, which was Goblin's Feast. Welcome to the Goblin Feast Tavern, and visit the Goblin Village, where a lavish feast is being presented for goblins, orcs, hobgoblins, and witches. And you're the main course. Tickets are on sale now, and everybody was like, cool, we got another house mere days later after the first announcement. But then on Tuesday, yet again, they announced Major Sweets Candy Factory. You've been invited to chaperone a field trip to a candy factory. The deadly delicious treats turn the kids into sugar-fueled fiends. 3 original houses have been announced. I'm excited about all 3 of them. If I have to rank what I feel right now, I think Slaughter Cinema 2 still my number 1. Then I'm going to give it to Major Sweets, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then we'll go with the Orc Feast, as they called it, the Goblin Feast. For Major Sweets, a couple of years ago, this was a scare zone at Halloween Horror Nights, and it was a pretty cool scare zone. A lot of cool Halloween design, old school Halloween. And Rob brought up, hey, how can this be turned into a house? And I thought Candy Factory. So the fact that they went through it makes it awesome. And it also makes me think of another property that kind of will have the feel, but you don't have to use that IP. It'll feel like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, in my opinion. I feel that's a great opportunity to use a warehouse, go through it. Kind of fun, kind of scary. You'll have the mascot, Major Sweets, coming around. I think this is a good idea. HHN's done really well with properties that are IP that went from scare zone to house, i.e. Killer Clowns, Trick or Treat. So I have all the faith in them to make this go well. The Goblin Feast is really interesting to me because I wonder if this is what people were thinking that the Poseidon Fury house was going to be. It may not, but it's kind of weird to have 2 kind of middle-aged houses. Middle-aged, you know, they're going through some problems. They bought a convertible. All the orcs have convertibles, and they're just not coming home. No, but like in the middle age era, I don't know if they'll have 2 of those in one event. They could, who knows? But through this, sounds awesome. I think it'll be neat going through villages, people being kidnapped, going to the den table, watching humans getting eaten. Very good time. So far, that's what we have for Halloween Horror Nights. It seems like they're going to announce original every day. So be on the lookout for Hunter's podcast this week when we really dive into all these house announcements. Maybe an IP will be announced. Find out later on Hunter's podcast. Beetlejuice dropped a poster today, and it has been announced that Thursday they are going to have a brand new spanking trailer for the film, and the teaser for Beetlejuice wowed me so much, so I'm stupid excited to get a full-blown trailer, and I believe I will do a trailer reaction this Thursday for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, so check it out on the Throw Me Podcast Network. It's going to be a good time. But Dwayne Johnson's first look at the Smashing Machine, A24 dropped this picture today, and here he is sitting in his corner being talked to right now. And if you zoom in, if you look very close, this looks nothing like The Rock. Yes, his physique is there. He's looking big. He's looking strong. But he looks like Mark Kerr more than anything else. And it's going to be one of those roles, in my opinion, that's going to show the world The Rock's here as an actor. Yes, he is an action superstar. Yes, he is a movie star. But this is the chance to make Dwayne Johnson look like the actor that I think he can portray. I love some of the roles that he's done in Faster, Snitch, his outlandish role in Be Cool, Pain and Gain. I love when The Rock actually goes out there and he's doing an acting performance. And I think this is a very special, great role for him to do. Can't wait to check this out. I think this is great news. So what say you? Are you excited about The Rock actually doing some acting? He's going to get some acting in. Our final subject of the day. I've said it before. I'm a Star Trek guy as I wear my Spaceballs shirt. 2 big Star Trek news drop today. First being TV. We'll start with the good. Holly Hunter is set to appear in the Star Trek Academy show coming soon. She is going to be a counselor. Boy, oh boy, what a A-list actor that you can grab for this. The gravitas that she can bring to this role in Star Trek Academy. I think this is fantastic. I think this is great news for that show. It's a good starting point for this to jump off. And I can't wait till we get there. I mean, they've shown some stuff in Discovery, if that's the era that we're going to be in for the Academy show. I'm looking forward to it. If it is, there have been episodes where they've just used Starfleet Academy cadets, and I think this is going to be good times. Now let's get into the bad. The bad Star Trek news, in my opinion, I hate being that way. I don't want to be this way, but Simon Kinberg has been brought on, or in talks, negotiating, if you will, to jump aboard Paramount's movie productions for Star Trek, starting with the Origins film that's supposed to come out in 2026, I believe. 2025, 2026, this movie's supposed to come out, and he's going to supposedly be the spearhead of this. Now, if you don't know who Simon Kinberg is the producer, writer for films like X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Dark Phoenix, X-Men Apocalypse. Yikes. Yes, he's been a part of other things, and he has produced like Days of Future Past, but not necessarily him. For me, I'm not a Kinberg guy, and I think he even directed and wrote Dark Phoenix, which he phrased it as, "Oh, this is my makeup for Last Stand. Last Stand wasn't me, but all of it's been you." And you stepping into the Star Trek realm, and I'm going to have to deal with this. I'm not looking forward to this one bit. I really don't hope. I hope he is not a part of this property. I love Star Trek to death. I even love these movies. I love the Kelvin timeline with Chris Pine and stuff. And I know this first movie is the origin. It's supposed to take place during how the Federation is created after the Cochrane First Contact stuff, but I don't know. I don't feel good about this. If you're a Star Trek person, how do you feel about Simon Kinberg coming on to produce this, to lead, to be the leader of this franchise going forward for the movie, at least, not the television, but the movies? Yikes. All right, so that's this week's Throw Me Weekly. Make sure you check out the trailer reaction, hopefully, for Beetlejuice dropping Thursday. Hunter's podcast will come later on this week. And Throw Me Weekly will be next Tuesday, where we'll talk about the WWE pay-per-view, the AEW pay-per-view, Memorial Day fun, and whatever news comes up. All right, check you next time.